Hi kids, I am here with little Nathan again, and
Hello, children.
Hello. We are going to talk about a man named Joseph.
Yes, one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah. We've learned about Abraham, who had Isaac, and then Isaac had Jacob and Esau, and Jacob had 12 sons. And Joseph was one of his 12 sons. So can you imagine? He had 11 brothers.
Oh, I can imagine. Back in where I grew up, I had 14 brothers and sisters.
You did
I
not.
didn't get a lot of attention growing up.
Seems that way. Anyway, Joseph was a little bit of a problem child because he would always tell on his brothers.
Oh, my little brother Cornelius was like that.
Yeah, if ever he did something wrong or they did something wrong, he would be telling on them. But
Yeah,
also,
man, that's aggravating.
Joseph, unlike you, he was the favorite child.
I think I was actually the favorite.
You said you didn't get much attention.
Well, still, it's a relative to the rest of them.
Okay. Well, Joseph got this special coat. It had all these different colors. His brothers had to wear ugly cloths, and so they got even...
Ugly cloths?
Yeah. They
Like
got
dishcloths?
Yeah. They got... Really? They even got more angry with Joseph because he was telling on them. He was the favorite child. And then one day, Joseph runs down the stairs to his brothers, and he said, you know what? I had this dream that I had this wheat, and the wheat of all of you guys, so all of his brothers,
Is that actually wheat?
Yeah.
That looks like flax.
Bowed down and worshipped my wheat.
They worship the wheat.
And
This is me worshiping the wheat.
So
Oh, great wheat.
shh, pay attention.
I am paying attention.
So then his brothers became so angry.
Be merciful to us, great wheat.
They said, what are you doing? You're saying that you are better than us with that dream. We don't like it.
Oh, so the dream was kind of him bragging.
Yes.
Was he flexing on them?
He was flexing on the broke boys.
Wow.
So anyway, then what happened is the next day Joseph came down and he had another dream, and he said, you know what? I had a dream that the sun and the moon and the stars all bowed down to me.
Oh, that's not going to go over good at all.
No, it didn't. Even
My
his
little brother Cornelius had dreams all the time.
Yeah, even his dad was mad at that one. And he said, what are you saying? That you're better than all of us? And so they became mad. Then his brothers went to take care of their sheep somewhere, and his dad sent him out to look after them and send them lunch and see how they were doing. As he went there, they were still angry about his dreams and his coat.
They were stewing.
They were stewing. And they decided, you know what? We need to get rid of him.
Oh,
we don't like him.
That's harsh.
That is harsh.
What are they going to do? How do you get rid of somebody?
They were going to throw him into a pit.
That's one way.
And leave him there. But then, you know what they saw were these traders who came down the road in the desert.
Like traders is in they like traders or traders?
Like they were people who bought and sold things.
Oh, I see.
And so they sold their brother to these traders. So they take away your coat.
Ah!
They sell you, and you go off. You're now a slave.
What did they get for him?
They got 20 pieces of silver, I think.
That's not much, I don't think.
No. And so then Joseph is sold as a slave, and he ends up in Potiphar's house.
Who's Potiphar?
We're going to learn more about Potiphar later.
Oh.
So it's a very sad thing. They go back to their dad, and they put some ketchup on this, and they say, look, they say a wild animal ate
I like
Joseph.
Heinz ketchup, but in my house it's too expensive.
It is. By our compliments. So anyway, what I want to talk about today again is prayer. Because Joseph, when he heard from God through his dreams that the wheat was bowing down to him, that the sun and the moon and the stars were bowing down to him, that was probably something that he needed to keep to himself.
He probably should have just not bothered his brothers with that.
Right. What he should have done is just waited on that message from God instead of bragging about it to his brothers. And so sometimes, kids, when you are praying or when you are listening to God, he is going to give you messages that you just need to keep in your heart. Okay? And so today what we're going to do is we're going to make our own journals. and we're going to spend some time in prayer, and we're going to spend some time listening to God. And sometimes He's going to give you messages that are for everybody and that will encourage and build everybody up. And sometimes He's going to give you messages like this wheat message or the stars one that are just between you and Him. And you just have to keep that a secret. And that's okay when God gives you special messages like that. So today, you're going to get a special notebook that is just for you and God, and you can write or draw what God tells you in it. Okay, I need to bless you before we leave.
I thought it was my turn to bless you.
Oh, right. Okay, so you bless me.
Let's see here.
Okay, so do you want to hear our verse? Because we kind of do the blessing based on the verse.
Sure. Yeah, that would help.
Our verse is, the Lord is near to all who call on Him, to all who call on Him in truth.
That's the verse.
That's the verse.
Alrighty, I'll give this a go.
Okay.
Should the kids try and bless their parents?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be good. All right. May the Lord be near to you. May He bless you to hear His truth.
Awesome. Bye, kids.
Did I do good?
You did awesome.